I saw it coming and still bawled my eyes out. I literally didn't watch it though, because I covered my eyes, because I knew I didn't want to watch that. And my boyfriend's reaction validates me that I definitely didn't need that image screen printed into my mind. Hello, and welcome back to Embodying Mystical Mac. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you so much for supporting that medium. If you want to come check out my one Christmas decoration, I've got my little reindeer, Rudolph the reindeer eye mask here over on the YouTube setup. If you don't, no worries. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast mediums. I'm sure it's a lovely way to consume this while you're in your car and whatnot. Today we are here. I don't think I need an introduction. We're here to talk about season 2 of Wheel of Time, episode 8. We have made it, friends. Not only have we made it, this season is over, but I have finally sat down and started recording this video. I really do appreciate all y'all's patience with me as I balance my job, soon to be jobs, and just life in general. Balancing life in and of itself is sometimes exceedingly easy, but through quite a few patches of the year, not always the most manageable for me. So I really appreciate your patience. I've definitely gotten more regular at posting than I used to be, and I can safely say that I regularly post now. So thank you for helping make that a reality. Your likes and subscriptions and views are definitely lovely motivators, as well as your comments. I love it when y'all comment down below and let me know what you think. Give me more information about the book that I totally forgot about, or maybe just didn't pick up on the first read. It's all lovely, and I really appreciate you. So let's get into episode 8. Today I've only got my Great Serpent ring here representing the Aes Sedai. But I'm a firm believer that just because I'm of the yellow, it doesn't mean I have to wear yellow all the time. And you know, I do live in a modern day and age, and today we felt like being cozy because it's finally winter over here in California. LA specifically. So yeah. Okay, let's go. So what I said, the cold open is the sealing of Ishmael. Obviously, that's just something I was like, okay, so that's what they're doing. I enjoyed the old tongue. That's always fun when they pull that out, honestly. But it was a bit cheesy. Not gonna lie. So, already we're starting with one step forward, one step back. Oh my gosh. Okay. I literally said it's too early in the video for cussing. So let's just say now there's an effing intro. Y'all have cut out this intro supposedly because you wanted to give more time to storytelling, which then you in turn wasted with useless plot lines and things that didn't need to happen. But okay, whatever. Now, season finale, when arguably you need the most amount of time to wrap things up, that's a little, I don't know whether to say that that's a little bit of hubris on your part, or just be happy I got the intro in the first place, because frankly, that was one of my favorite parts. My handwriting was really bad for this one, guys. I'm so sorry. Friends, I'm trying to stop saying guys. My handwriting was not okay for this one, friends. I apologize. There's gonna be a lot of little cuts here and there because I can't read my own handwriting. I said cool splicing Dane's convo with Rand and what is that? Company. That's company. Okay. Cool splicing Dane's convo with Rand and company in the ways. So essentially like Dane's convo with Rand, kind of essentially starts to happen. Yeah. Okay. That made sense. I don't know. I'm trying to over-explain it. Moiraine, taking on Lanfear is very Moiraine. I love it when they give us authentic, actual Moiraine instead of the silly version they've given us at times. Lanfear is still interesting. Just wanted to let y'all know I'm still more interested in Lanfear. Avienda is cool, and so are Bane and Shiad. I appreciated how they were portrayed. They weren't like over the top. I believe that they embodied the Aiel culture quite well from everything that I've seen. I can't deny they did a really good job with their uniforms, so I love that. Okay, so Rand potentially choosing dark is our main conflict, question mark. I understand that is the case on a level, and even in the books it is the case. Spoilers, apologies, but spoilers for Memory of Light and before. All of it. Don't know why I said it like that. Rand does have moments where I'm not gonna say he necessarily turns to the dark, but I think the darkest he ever turns is essentially right before he has that like true heartwarming reconciliation with Tam, where he kind of just like lets out all his energy. He's been super stony, and like, and it's in stony, I mean just like stoic to a fault. Yeah, it's just not helped out, but him actually turning evil, as in like becoming a Forsaken, unless it was done by force, that never felt like a thing. So to me, that felt like, okay, y'all have so many interesting conflicts to pick from in the book series that you can kind of start to weave in now because you've kind of got your footing a little bit better, but you're choosing to make this the conflict. That's just how I felt about it. The White Cloaks coming into Foam look like White Walkers, especially with the smoke and everything. I just thought that was interesting. I wonder if it was a reference at all. I don't know. Nynaeve as a Suldam. That's all I said. She fits it, but she doesn't. And then I couldn't help but notice that the Suldam have like intentional scarring on their cheeks. It's like a pattern. Yeah, the Damane had that going on her face, and anybody who could like look a little bit longer than a second could tell that. So I think that that's obviously not like a character faux pas. Them imprisoning a Suldam was exactly what was supposed to happen. I believe that this is a design mistake. I believe that this is an art department issue. I apologize if my heater is going and that is distracting you. I think I've explained this before. My snake needs this apartment to stay very regulated. So anyways, yeah, I believe that the scarring on the side, while it looks really cool, like underneath the blue paint or black paint, whatever the hell it is, that the Suldam have going on, oh, excuse me, it did not serve the scene where Nynaeve and Elaine have to imprison a Suldam. So I kind of wish that art department would have hung back a little bit and not gone full force on that, because I feel like that was something that maybe they realized when they were filming that scene. Because if it were me, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen, because then any Shanshan soldier looking at her would know she's an imprisoned Suldam. Would it freak them out? 100%. Yes, because nobody knows that secret about the Shanshan. But still, I don't know. It felt silly to me. Okay, interesting choice to cut Egwene's hair. I understand the whole like rebirth, transformation thing. Just interesting. Get Matt to kill Rand plotline continues, I say. That was a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. The Suldam getting Damane treatment by Nynaeve is very chilling. Well done, creators. I will commend you for that. We got rid of the dagger just to bring it back. And I was like, ugh, okay. Thanks for Lan and Moiraine reunion, but why was it so cheesy? And was it just me, or did it feel a little bit more sensual than it needed to? Was that just me? Sound off in the comments, because maybe it was just me. I don't know. Anver helps Ingtar get the horn, which was pretty awesome. Anver keeps coming through. Love her. What a queen. Loyal coming in with some goofy wisdom I always enjoy. That's always great. Egwene channeling rage at the White Cloaks for torturing her. Very understandable. So obviously when her Suldam needs her to turn towards, innocent people and channel the power at them, she has to do the stupid thing and spit out the mouthpiece because the demonic pacifier. She has to spit out the demonic pacifier to make a big deal out of it, which just really kind of killed the moment. But I did like that it was a contrast there, that she very easily could channel the power vigorously, forcefully, with no mercy at the White Cloaks, obviously because of her history with them, I should say. And obviously when it came to innocence, that wasn't the same. So Rand is about to go toe-to-toe with a Blade Master after being taught by Errol. And then I wrote like 3 question marks. And Logain, who's gentled, question mark, exclamation point. And then I said, well, guess no need for blades. Because y'all know what happened, so yeah. Yeah, but I was like, wait a second, are we really about to see Rand, like, are we really about to see him, like, be a Blade Master after we've literally not seen him, like, spar once? I'm glad that didn't happen. That would have been so off-putting for me. Oh, okay, we never got that Ingtar was dark. Oh well, he obviously wasn't. He's dead now. In the show, that's not what we are led to believe, so. Lanfear trying to toss, what is that? Oh, Lanfear trying to toss the seals. Or hers only. Yeah, that was my question. Was she trying to toss all the seals or just her own? I think she was trying to toss just her own, now that I recall. But yeah, okay, I get it. You know, doesn't want anyone to ever be able to seal her up again. Interesting little thing for the show to add. I don't think that happens in the book. I also don't think we would. We might see it. We do get some fun, random perspectives in the beginning of chapters on occasion, especially in prologues. In the prologues of the books, so maybe. Matt makes a staff with the dagger. I originally wrote, I don't know how to feel. But then I thought about it a little bit, and I do understand tying Matt to the dagger. It's a MacGuffin that's been tied to him the whole time, and I did appreciate that it wasn't just some like arbitrary, like, oh my gosh, he just knows how to harness it now without being dark. No, I appreciate that he literally went completely around the issue and made a spear out of it instead. So I thought that was pretty cool, actually. I didn't really mind that. It was very Matt-like, so I didn't hate it. That's how I felt at first, and no, I actually really don't mind it. Do I think that he needed that? No. I think that we could have just kept him going with his quarterstaff skills and whatnot, but okay. No worries. White Cloaks. Oh yeah, White Cloaks preying on the fact that Shan-Chan are slavers. Yeah, it's just really interesting to see the kettle, the pot called the kettle black. Like, I'm not saying that the White Cloaks are nearly as bad as the Shan-Chan. They are not as bad as the Shan-Chan in the sense that they are not out here, like, imprisoning everybody and making everybody, you know what, maybe they are. Never mind. I don't know why I'm going there. Because they literally do. They torture and kill Aes Sedai for no good reason. They are self-righteous and believe that their beliefs are what's best for absolutely everybody above all. No questions asked, even if they don't know the person. Yeah, you know, they're just as bad. So I thought that was really rich. White Cloaks being down on the Shan-Chan because they're slavers. Like, y'all may not be slavers, but an Aes Sedai crosses your path and you have any reason to harm her, you will. So there's that. Elaine shot. Great. What was I referring to there? Yeah, no, I believe there was just a shot of Elaine's face that was done really, really, really well. For a second, I was like, did she shoot something? And no, she did not. Bye, Rena, but now does the Adam come off? Was my question. Like, if Rena passes, does the Adam come off of Egwene? And that did end up happening, which was awesome. Okay, no, it's because I thought Rena was dead originally, but she was not. So I said bye, Rena, but no, she wasn't. And I was anticipating the Adam coming off, which it did when she finally did pass, but yeah. So then I was like, put it on Rena! I know. Not my proudest moments, I get it. And then I said, go Maidens, because they kick ass. Rena gets some hard truths. Yeah, I did love how Egwene, the actress who plays Egwene, wow, my apartment is just full of all the noises today, y'all. I'm so sorry. I do love how Rena, or how the actress who played Egwene, revealed that she had kind of figured out the secret that Suldam are just much, much weaker channelers. Therefore, the Damane aren't able to sense their ability and the power, but they do have some ability and the power enough to be able to control a Damane. Yeah, hard truths for Rena. And then I said Egwene being a G and enduring the pain that she was causing Rena because they were still connected, because basically this was very meta, this was very paradoxical. They were both Suldam and Damane to each other at the exact same time. So that was very interesting. I imagine Egwene was likely, you know, feeling that pain just as much as she would were she just a Damane. But because she was also feeling that pain and what Rena was going through, it was like Rena was feeling it twice over because she was now subject to feeling that pain. I get it. I'm going in circles. Meta, insane. I enjoyed it. It was a G moment for Egwene. Promise fulfilled, which meaning Egwene said she was going to kill her, and, well, she did. Oh, yeah, the Damane shielding ran from Ishmael. Definitely a demonstration of power. I always love to see the effects of the weaves and things. Oh, excuse me. So that was really fun. Smart move. Or smart Matt move, but almost no. Yeah, Matt had a little moment where, like, he did something smart, but it almost didn't work. And I'm like, can we just give Matt some credit, please? Can we just, like, give him moments where he's just, like, doing the best? Because I just feel like he's gotten done so dirty. Dan and Perrin meet again. Very interesting. Oh yeah, this is when the feud truly starts because Perrin goes nuts because of Hopper. That's right. Okay, we're getting there. Oh shit, Valda. That's all I said. I hate him. Let's see. Okay, yeah, here we go. Hopper's death. I saw it coming and still bawled my eyes out. I literally didn't watch it though because I covered my eyes because I knew I didn't want to watch that. And my boyfriend's reaction validates me that I definitely didn't need that image screen printed into my mind. But I still cried, very much so. Anyways. But it got Perrin to pick up an axe again. Okay, I guess, well, fridge Hopper, it is in the original story, so it's not really a fridging, is it? Matt sounds the horn, and there we go. Do appreciate that we still keep it to Matt doing. Just give him things at this point because he gets done so dirty. Jesus. So the Warriors looked pretty cool. Not gonna lie. They all looked pretty sick. I loved the ethereal air of all of them. It was pretty cool. Really cheesy how we find out that Matt is a hero. Like, okay. We could have still had this moment, and it could have meant a lot more if that stupid, like, Wheel of Time ayahuasca tea situation had actually done something of substance instead of just show us more of what they want us to think Matt's conflict is, or rather more of what they're fabricating Matt's conflict to be. If it had just given us a little bit of info that we could have maybe, like, once this horn moment happened, put all the pieces together in hindsight, it would have been more satisfactory. But the fact that we essentially got, like, faked out, right? Over and over again, Matt being told he's gonna be just like his father, Matt being told he's just this and that, deadbeat, blah, blah, blah. Just to, like, have it turn in a 180 in one moment where the heroes of the horn recognize him as one of their own. That moment could have had so much more of an impact if Matt's story was handled properly. So to me, it just came off really cheesy and kind of annoying. But I'm glad that at least we have Matt's character a little bit more straight now, I guess. meaning like his story, we're aware now. He is a hero. He's not of the dark, that kind of thing. I'm glad Uno is one of the heroes. I thought that was cute. It was a cute addition. I don't believe he is in the books because he doesn't die in the books. I don't think that early on. Anyways, the Dane grudge begins. Yes, I remember that. I said, nice shot, Brigitte. Is it Brigitte or Brigitta? I don't quite remember. I feel like half of the books that she's in pronounced it one way and the other half pronounced it another way, and I don't know which one it is. Could Nynaeve have moved her? Come on! Like literally, Nynaeve and Elaine are just like sitting there and I'm like, yo, there's two of you. Move the body. Oh my God. It was annoying. Wait, what? Oh my God, I said, maybe snap the wings off the arrow before pushing it through. Oh my goodness, that looked painful. Moment of truth for Rand. Good choice again. Yes, Rand is obviously not of the dark, you guys. We knew it. Friends, we knew that. We knew that to be true. Come on. All right. Oh man, Matt. That's all I said. Literally, they like get to a place with Matt's story that I'm like, yay, kinda, and then they're like, and then the cycle repeats. That's how Rand gets that pain in his side. Yeah, because of Matt. Because of the stabbing that ended up being very much an accident. Which I do appreciate that Min's vision was very obviously, it was like a That's So Raven vision for my Disney Channel kids out here. Like my 2000s Disney Channel kids. You know, Raven always saw the future, but she never quite had the right context. This is kind of a similar thing. We knew what was going to happen with Matt. Everybody totally thought he was in the clear. And then it turns out that it happens anyway, but the context was totally shifted and totally different. And it wasn't because Matt was literally trying to kill Rand. It was because Matt was trying to save him. So yeah, oh man, Matt, sad. And like I said, did we need it to happen like this? Did we need it to be Matt to do it? I don't think so. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why they're finagling Matt's story so much when there's like, excuse me, heaps of phenomenal material for him. I don't know why that had to happen, but I just said that's how Rand gets the pain in his side, and I'm hoping that that's the truth, because clearly that wound is not super healable. Like, it still seems rather present even after Elaine gets to it. Okay, so I don't love that Egwene has to rescue Rand. It just felt a little annoying, especially after everything she's gone through. Her adrenaline should have crashed by now. Like, but okay. Or at least started to crash. And I don't know, I feel just, no matter how hurt he is at times in the books, like Rand pushes through. That is something that I wish they would have embraced with the male characters here, that they seem to embrace very well with the female, so I don't like that. There needs to be equality across the board. Because they're all like that. They all are willing to push. Spoilers again. Egwene doesn't literally crystallize herself to, you know, make a huge dent in the Dark One's army in the last battle. She doesn't do that in any other way than Rand keeps fighting, like when one of his arms get cut off, right? Like, all of the female heroics in this book series can be mirrored to the male heroics. So I just didn't appreciate that. Moiraine saying her hard Moiraine truths is refreshing, and I appreciate it. I said, go girl, go Lan. The gang gets back together. I said, go Elaine, and Rand is in love. I don't like that it's Elaine who's the one who ends up healing him. Not that I don't like it as in like, oh my god, I'm just totally opposed to that. No, I just mean, like, we're not paying a lot of heed to the fact that the power is very complicated. And there's a reason there are Ajas, i.e. factions, in the Aes Sedai Tower. And that's because you could spend your entire life just studying one aspect of the power. And while the factions aren't divided by, individual weaves of the one power, each faction has their expertise and their weaves and tricks that are more common to them. For example, the yellow Aja is largely known as the healing Aja. They are the ones who house the most gifted healers. They are the ones that are consistently trying to improve on healing techniques. They're the ones that oftentimes can heal the really, really big things. Whereas accepted and novices often don't have enough information and training. And even full-on sisters of other Ajas may not be able to perform healing on even a minor cut because they just are not very capable in that area, and it is safer not to risk it. Everything that I just mentioned creates a hard magic system that is very intriguing and very interesting to watch play out. When you get when you get a novice like Elaine, and yeah, sure, she's the daughter heir, Elida was in the palace, she's had opportunity to at least see weaving and whatnot, especially spending summers in the tower and the like. That doesn't mean she's suddenly super capable of healing a wound inflicted by a cursed dagger from Shadar Logoth. Yeah. And even if it wasn't a cursed dagger from Shadar Logoth, because now I'm second guessing my memory, that a gutting is not an easily healed thing. And even a sister of the yellow Aja would have to take her time for a bit to take care of that. And the fact that Elaine just balls to the wall could just do it really softens the magic system, and I don't like it. I don't think that needed to be the meet cute. I did enjoy, though, however, how the wound turned out, being a cursed dagger and whatnot. Then I said, go in, Moiraine, while they're like kicking ass on the beach. I then say, let's go Rand. Oh, I said the more he uses, the more tainted Sidene looks around him. And then one Heron mark has been created on one of his hands. So got one left to go. And then I said, so is she's dead? Like dead? I doubt it, but I don't know. We might get him back as like Balsamon or whatever the hell he was, right? Moiraine raises the banner, which ends up being a giant dragon made of fire weaves. Epic. Loved it. Appreciated it. Sick dragon as Rand steps up. Very cool. The people seem to have hope, which is the point, of course. Really stagey posing at the end there with like all of the people, like all of our main people. I didn't really need the really stagey the really stagey posing right there. I feel like we could have just had Rand looking out over, and then maybe like, panned to each of the other ones, the other people's faces as they, I don't know, maybe like looked up at the dragon or something. I don't know. It just felt too staged. It felt like they were lining them up for a book cover. If a book cover shows up like that, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh really hard. Okay, we're almost done here. We meet Mogideon, a spider. Appreciate it. I did like their take on the fact that she is the spider. And then my question last was, are all Forsaken loose? Since we have those seals on display, since Mogideon is loose, are all the rest of them loose? I don't know. All right, friends, all in all, this season was not as bad as season 1. I cannot say that it was as bad as season 1. And I might come out with like an overview review of the season at some point, or I might not. So I'm going to give you like my condensed thoughts here, because I do have other Wheel of Time content that I would like to get to, and I have other subjects of content that I'd like to get to. As fun as it's been to cover Wheel of Time this whole time, yeah, I want to get back to doing some more varied stuff. So in case I don't give you my full season review video, although I'll try to, I essentially feel like they did okay, in the sense that season 1 for me was a complete pile of dog shit. And it feels like in season 2, they kind of like, they picked the dog shit up off the ground, and they took it into a lab, and they eliminated the odor, and they cleaned it somehow, and now it's polishing and doesn't smell bad, but it is still a pile of dog shit at its core. And that's how I feel. Do I mean, is it a pile of dog shit as in nothing about it is good? Obviously not. If you have been here for these reviews, I have given them credit where their credit is due. However, I'm not just looking at each individual thing. I'm looking at everything as a whole. And the fact of the matter is that when you start off by disgracing the source material and trying to do your own thing in a way that's detrimental to the story, and then you come back trying to get back onto the train of that source material, but you still have a bunch of things going on from when you were trying to do your own thing to the detriment of the story, you're just not going to get as good of a product as you would otherwise. And you've already poisoned goodwill. And the only thing that could help at this point would be to cease the contradictory choices, would be to properly represent the characters' stories, regardless of whether you are following your own guideline or the book, and to stop wasting time on plots and happenings that really don't do much for the overarching tale. And put the fucking intro back. Because if this is your version of we just needed more time to tell the story, y'all wasted a lot of time. Y'all wasted enough time to have put the intro in, and it would still have been more than enough time with some leftover that you did waste. So, yeah, that's just how I feel about it in short. Should my thoughts expand a little further about it, I will come on here and let y'all know. But thank you so much for being here. If you've watched every single one of these reviews, I really, truly appreciate you. I'm so grateful that these can make this show a little bit more enjoyable for you, because goodness knows I am groaning and moaning at times when I'm watching and just asking very basic questions like, why did we have to do that? And that is quite infuriating. So I'm happy I can provide you something to watch instead, if that's what you're doing, or maybe just a space where you can hear some opinions that might be like what you're thinking. Or even if you're here because you disagree with me, but you think my opinion is interesting, that's pretty cool too. I really appreciate that. And yeah, you made it this far, please leave a like on the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel, as well as clicking the bell, because I do post regularly, but I don't post on a schedule. If you would like to financially support this channel in another way, you can donate to my PayPal or my Venmo down in the description below. You can also buy from one of my affiliate links below. I've got 2 of them, or you could book a tarot reading, and that information is also down in the description below. I've also got social media. My Instagram and TikTok are at Embodying Mystical Mac, and my music account is at Mac and the Music. Thank you so much for being here. May you always find water and shade, and I will catch you very soon.